I'm back, and there's something I want to talk about. One of the key aspects to cowboying, I think, is the equipment. And so one piece of equipment I really want to talk about and give a company a shout out. You know, I'm not really versed in cowboy boots. Like, I've only owned a few pair, and most of them have been more of the working type of cowboy boot. The ones that are on my feet right now, I literally sold a plate carrier because I was like, if the zombie apocalypse happens, I'll be able to find a plate carrier somewhere. But right now I'm trying to cowboy and I need a pair of boots. And so I think marketing really got me on these. I've shouted out Ben Kretschmann before. I'll do it again, but I saw a video about him covering cowboy boots, and he went through like 5 or 6 pair. And he got to these. They're called the Hyer Culvers. Hyer Boot Company has a fantastic story. It's a young man who reclaimed a patent that was lost over time. And I mean, it's a freaking outstanding story. But anyways, Ben highlighted these boots, and I love the rough out look. I love the cutter toe. I love the purple shaft. And so on a hope and a prayer, I sold my plate carrier days before I went to Oklahoma, and I had these shipped to the ranch I was going to, and when I got there, they were there. I put them on my feet, and without really thinking too much about it, I just rolled with it. These are size 11D, which generally I'm a size 11. I think the length is perfect, but I have a really like there's a lot of space in between the footbed and here, so my foot slides around. So I went and I bought a little bit thicker sock, which helped for a while, and then I ended up buying thicker soles, married with the thicker socks, and they work really good. And I'll just tell you, I wear these pretty much every day, regardless of what I'm doing, and I walk a lot of miles in them. They are made for riding horses and ranch work. The heel is a bit higher for the stirrup, and it has a spur shelf on the back. And they're just true cowboy boots through and through. If I was gonna say one thing that I'd like to see better on them is the shaft is really wide. Like everything feels a little loose. I don't want tight boots, but I do wish they were a little bit more snug. I think I paid in the 300s for these, but I would do it again. In fact, I'd order another pair right now without even thinking about it, and I probably won't buy another pair of boots from a different company for the rest of my life. As far as true cowboy boots go, I love the company. I love the quality of the boot. Like, these have been through everything, and they're not falling apart. And just the story. I'm a big story guy. I like the origin story is so fantastic. And so anyways, these are the boots I wear. These are boots I plan to wear forever, and at least this brand. And I am curious to try other models, but I really, the rough out is really easy to clean. The dark chestnut color doesn't show a lot of dirt, and literally you could take a brush to them and wipe them off. They're pretty waterproof, and just in general, the perfect boot. Well, damn good boot, and would be to me perfect if my foot fit them a little bit better, which is probably just me having weak jeans or something, not being man enough to fit the boot. But anyways, Hyer Culver, outstanding. And I highly recommend if you're like in the market for boots. And I just love the way they look. And I really wrestle between them. My dad has a pair of Finoglios, and I'll tell you, like, I've looked at him. He had nubuck, which there's a difference between rough out and nubuck that I won't get into on this video. But the reason that I didn't decide to go with them was, one, they were a little bit more expensive, And I understand why, because they're handmade here in the United States. The Hyer boots made in Mexico, but some of the profile of the boot I didn't care for all that much. And also, I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to be derogatory, but I think that the Fenolios are more for fashion. There's just more vibrant colors, and I'm talking, I got like I got purple shafts on my boots, but like these are like some of the Fenolios are just over the top to me. But the ones my dad has were designed by ranchers on the 666 or 46s, sorry, the 46s ranch, and they're lighter, they're more tan, which seemed like they'd get really dirty as a working cowboy. But those I'd like to probably try just to like have a legitimate comparison. But to be perfectly honest, as far as I'm concerned, the Hyer boots are where it's at.